Hey, what's happening, Wrestling Nation? Coach Kennelly here with an update video on what I've been doing, and it's a little history of the channel and kind of a preview of where I intend on it to go, and kind of a reach out to the people of the channel as well, the viewers and everybody else that intakes the content. Maybe some stuff you want to see or some ways that I could add some value to your lives. Hopefully using wrestling or the other combat sports and things that I'm getting into. So I'm excited to get into that and yeah, tell you a little bit, give you a little update because it's been a minute, and that's definitely been by choice. So I had to go back to when I started this YouTube channel and figure out why did I start this YouTube channel. So it was actually about a decade ago from now, and I started it out in Deerfield, Wisconsin at a wrestling tournament. I think it was about a week or so before the conference, regional, sectional, state. So we're gearing up, getting locked and loaded to get ready for the state tournament. At this time, it's my first year coaching, and I got a kid who is pretty good. I'm expecting him to make a run to win the state title. I know he was ranked at the time. He qualified for state the year before, but wasn't, like that blue chip person. Anybody expected him to win like that. He was slightly under the radar, but if you were in the know, you definitely knew who he is because he did all the off-season tournaments, things like that. But anywho, I brought my little iPad I had at the time, and I went out to this and I started filming some matches of him and a couple of varsity wrestlers on the team because they'd never been filmed before, never seen themselves compete. Some of their families have never watched them compete. So it was something to help them break down their skills, techniques. Me as a coach to go back, watch the videos, see things I'm doing well, see things the athletes are doing well, find areas for improvement, things to build on, and such and so forth. I might make a whole nother video about how to break down some film and the semantics with that if it's wanted and needed. But so I bring out the iPad, I start filming. I'm an assistant coach at this moment, so I'm fresh out of college, brand new into coaching in the WIA in Wisconsin, all that jazz. So the head coach is against filming. He doesn't want our students to be on film. He doesn't want their films to be public so they can see them. So the YouTube channel is set to private for maybe, I think, at least a few months. Because, yeah, and actually the next bullet point I wrote down, I know why it got put from private to public. So we kept him on private. I had a different rationale. I was thinking if people are spending enough time watching our kids on YouTube, then they're obviously doing something good. And at that time, I didn't believe in breaking down film. I've changed my opinions on that over the years, getting deeper into the levels of the game. But in the high school game, I wanted to get so good at what we did and not worry about what other people were doing because I didn't have enough time to do it. Closing the gap to get my kids competitive to where they needed to be, I couldn't focus on anybody else. I had to focus all my energy on them. And that was what my philosophy and strategy was at the time. So I'd break down the matches with the kids. They'd watch them on private, show their families, and then we would sit down, do some one-on-one things like that. We started to experience some success. It went well. That summer, the student I talked about, he made the state finals. He ended up getting a runner-up. We had a really great match, and you can go back. I think that might even be on the YouTube channel. Muhammad Fall versus Jarrett Sharonbrock in the Kohl Center. Beautiful times. Fast forward to my first year coaching. I'm in the WIA, 15,000 people watching us compete, and right on the main stage during that Saturday night thing. It was a great feeling, got me hooked to coaching right away like that. So I like these kids. Before he goes away to college, we go out to my alma mater, Whitewater, which I never actually got to wrestle on the mats for, and we do this Purple Pummel, it was called at the time, a great little off-season tournament. They had open divisions, high school divisions, youth divisions, all that jazz. So I get a couple high school kids, and I get graduates and myself, and a couple, I think one or two returners, but they switched their birthday. Maybe they failed. They're a redshirt senior, but they were wrestling the open division. There wasn't as much track wrestling and paperwork back then. So we sign up, and now we're wrestling at this open division. They're beating grown men. I'm throwing down. I'm doing my thing. We're recording each other, and the commentary behind these matches is so fun. We got fans come up, hey, can you record my kid's match? I just want you to talk through it and just have some fun with it like you've been doing, because there's energy was bringing on. First of all, we had the fly as flashy as gear, and we look good, we feel good, we wrestle good. We started kicking some butt, turning some heads. People say, hey, who's this little, group in Milwaukee? What they got going on? Following us around. We were known as the Milwaukee Big Cats at the time. I wasn't even blessed enough to know about the City Kids Wrestling Club that came later on in my journey. So we're out there scrapping, throwing down, and then we started recording some other people's matches, commentating on their home videos, and had a great time doing it. So we found a little niche and a love for us, not only wrestling, but kind of producing some of that little content along the side. And other people enjoyed it too, which was cool because we made those videos public, and it was nice to share with people like that. So after that, I became head coach of the team, and I just kept the channel on public so everybody could see it. I'm a big fan of Chance the Rapper. And one of the ways he came up in the rap game was he put all his stuff for free on YouTube. He's like, hey, if you like it, you mess with it, you'll come to my tours, you'll buy some merch, do whatever. I'll get my money some other way. So I was like, if he could do it, I could do it. I don't put my stuff all out for free. If people like it, they'll come to me, they'll find my camps, they'll hire me. We'll find ways to make money. And I've never been a real money chaser. If I was, I'd be making a finance video right now and not a wrestling video. I'm looking into that more as I get older, different ways to diversify my portfolio, bring streams of income in, but money's never going to be my main focus. It just doesn't drive me like that. So then I did find the City Kids Wrestling Club, and we started doing summer camps. We'd be clinicians in from all over the country. These would be some great people. And after the camps would happen, it would just be, that would be it. So they'd be gone. And if you didn't have a notebook taking notes and journaling, a lot of that information was just gone forever. And I started getting in there. I said, we could do better on this. So I helped start the first one. I started filming, going around these camps myself, just asking the people, hey, do you mind if I film your techniques? Maybe if you do a motivational speech, something as you go on, just little small clips. And we put them on the channel so all the campers that were there, they could go back and review the stuff, and they could see the videos, things like that. And it was real just beneficial for everybody. And 99% of the people were really great with this. There was one guy that's like, no, this is stuff I do. I don't want that put online. And that person never wrestled again. And just kind of showed me where their head was at and how they lost a little bit of that love for the game and trying to hide. So the most people I read in the wrestling are very open, so that's why I try to be open with my stuff as well. So now we're doing technique videos, mental videos. I'm making some of my own because I've seen some Ben Askren, so I do Mental Monday, Fun Fact Fridays, or whatever he's got going on, and other little coaches. So I'm like, how can I make that? Because not all my kids are following Askren or want to follow Askren. How can I give them a little digestible form that they'll really go on and take? So I started producing different types of videos, had a lot of fun with that, and made it part of the City Kids program. We brought in a clinician. I started getting some campers there because I would hire little assistant coaches, things like that. That, hey, your job is to make sure you talk to this person, you film this person doing their stuff, maybe film a little bit of the camp too, so some people could watch themselves. And we made it a really a fun time and a project. I grew with that for a long time until COVID shut us down. Input me to a collegiate wrestling coach. Wow, never expected that, but still got the YouTube channel and kept it running, kept filming matches on there. Right before that, I had a really good senior team, so I started making some home video type of stuff because we were just closing in on top 10 team in the state of Wisconsin. Had a few people that were not only state title contenders, but also medalist contenders on the team. We had a core about 7 to 10 kids that were really, really wrestlers, I would say. And I thought the team was ready to make some noise. I'm like, this is going to be a great time to I wanted somebody to document it. I saw a wrestle documentary, that's what it was called, from a similar team. I was like, we're better than them. We do better stuff than them, but nobody, it was real hard for me. And I didn't work really hard because a lot of red tape and things when you work within the public school system. And that's what kind of slowed us down. For a few people wanted to get it done, and then there's permits, this and that. And it was such a just giant mess. Like, hey, I got my phone. I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission. Let's get after it. So we'd do little things with the kids, have some fun with it. Opened it up a little bit more to fun videos and things like that. It kind of grew the channel. And then as I became a collegiate coach, a lot of those kids followed with me. So some of the fans kept along, following all of our journeys. And I started giving my thoughts as the season went because it was wild. I'll tell you, when I got a lot more to do. And now that I'm currently not coaching, I'm just training. I'm unfiltered. So I can say a lot more of those things that maybe some things I needed to left in the cut when I was still a collegiate wrestling coach, recruiting on that grind, representing a brand, to now I'm representing myself, my family. I'm still a school teacher throughout the day for my day job, but I definitely can be a little more open and show some, what's the word I'm looking for? Not fallibility. I know it's something with authenticity. Show some authenticity as well on my real opinions and things on different subjects like that. So in the future, this YouTube channel, I definitely want to keep it active because I know there's some value in there. Even if I go back and watch these videos as home videos or show my son or daughter in the future, or anybody else that wants to get better at wrestling or wherever type of combat adjacent thing I do to keep this channel running. I'm really excited about that. So this is my video just for anybody that hasn't been on this channel, to tell you what it is and where it's going. The reason I'm not coaching in college anymore, I want to spend more time with my family and what is that word? Authenticity. They canned my ass. It was really strange, really weird situation how they did that. Maybe I'll make a video on that the other day, but yeah, I heard they hired a new coach. If it's the guy I heard, he's a good guy, Whitewater graduate, and I wish him the best. But yeah, that school's got a lot of things they did the wrong way. And me being a young coach to the collegiate scene, maybe I was a little naive, thinking I would get a little bit more things in a package than were offered as well. And I learned a lot of tips and tricks to the trade throughout that. So I definitely got some more plans. I'm going to stay involved with the sport of wrestling. I'm working with City Kids Wrestling Club still, nice nonprofit in Milwaukee, Beat the Streets. We used to be an affiliate. We're trying to get all the way affiliated, get back in with them and just spread the sport to as many people and touch as many people with the wrestling and help them out like it's helped me as I can. So I'm excited to see where it's going to go in the future. I've been watching some jiu-jitsu videos because I'm a beginner at that white belt. And it's like how to enter a gym, what to do when you're there, some moves that you can pick up on soon. I've been really enjoying that content. So I thought to myself that maybe the wrestling world could use some of that content. You're that brand new kid, because I recruit them a lot. You're walking into a wrestling room. What should you expect? What should you bring? How should you act? Should you go up to the biggest guy and say, you, right now, let's get it? Or should you kind of be timid and be a wallflower? Or somewhere in between? So the great part is a martial art. It's unique for everybody. But I'm excited to get another video out on this channel. I'm excited to give everybody an update on what I've been doing and where I plan to go with this. And it's fun because I never, when I started this, I wasn't too familiar with YouTube, and I'm still not too familiar. I'm gonna try to step my game up a little bit. Some channels I really like, Caden Henschel, he was one of the first people I looked at that really more like, dang, he's got something going on. I could probably do a little bit better. Tommy G, I watched blow up. He's a Milwaukee guy. I've never met him yet. Looking forward, I'm sure we'll cross paths eventually. But I like the content he's putting online and just things like that where people are carving their own lane and making it happen. One of my dreams when I was young, I was watching a show called Pardon the Interruption, and they were sportscasters, and they talk and watch sports all day, and that would be dope. So I'm looking this, maybe somebody will pick it up and they'll be like, hey, you know, people, cause I've had people reach out to me and say, you're really good at this and things like that. Maybe that could be a possibility where I can reach into and be some type of a sportscaster in whatever form that is. I've announced basketball games, and you know, I'm just open and looking and excited to see where this next journey will take us. So I talked way longer than I wanted to, but hey, it's good to be back, baby. Like Jordan wearing that 4 or 5. I'm here. I'm back. I'm excited. I'm smiling because I get to do this. I don't have to do this. There's no gun to my head right now. If you look around, I just got Pokemon and former Bobcat wrestlers and passes with me. And yeah, I'm fun, excited, glad, closing on 35 soon. Grateful my body's able to do this and my mind is able to. So yeah, let's all grow together. If you want anything you got to see or got any recommendation or suggestions from me, drop it in the comments. But until then, I got some more stuff coming out. I'm setting a goal. I'm debating on one video a week, one video a month, something. So I'm going to set some type of goal and I'll put that out so I can be held accountable. And yeah, let's have some fun with it. Let's grow together. As always, is peace. Much love to you.